The run inside. It's Berry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. The offense changing the play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. They'll go with Dura. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Wide open on the right. They finally get to him. A one play there to pick up the 1st down.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man, you can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
Motion from the back.
On the play.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And
This nigga
squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too
What
anxious.
in the fuck is
Really
happening,
nice 3rd down
dog?
sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Fletcher. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And the defense drags him down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
gets it to the back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Here's Mensah to throw. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Vaughn. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vaughn. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Mensah. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off-play action on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Give me one of those, please.
That's caught. It's Jacobs. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Hurricanes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lofton. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Trying to barrel in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Going for the big play.
Oh my fucking goodness. Come on, bro.
Alright. On second down, and they'll be back with a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Punts it out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Got his man. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just...
Oh, I'm a dumbass. This shit, man, boy. Come on, man.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The Hurricanes right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He lobs one high down the left side.
Oh my God, pick the ball.
And the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this
Get out,
defense
Max.
early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll go out of bounds at the 39. Good return, and the offense could certainly do a lot worse than this for starting field position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Might have a chance. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Go in that cage.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's Mensah to throw. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Miami.
Great pitch.
Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Coming out with it, it's Harris. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. LSU right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now
gashes the heart of the
so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed. Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He will be stopped short, just shy of the goal line, and the two-point conversion attempt will fail. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of hands.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Mensah. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. Spins away from the defender. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy.
Oh, my, come on. Just let that bitch go.
He powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
You know, you toss the ball to the running back to get him away from all the big boys, right? Like, stay away from the beef. Those guys get you on the ground with one meat hook. Do a good job tossing the ball to bring him. But goodness gracious, has to break one tackle, just fighting as hard as he can to try to get positive yards. But too many guys.
He held on to that?
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Unloads to the wideout. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. We've reached a break and Miami is holding on to the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. The Canes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. To the air, it's Levitt. A little release to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Green. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure,
there's a crease. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Reads it, fires complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and it's a bit of a missed opportunity, I think, on offense. You know, third down, I love the RPO call, and I love getting that receiver the football. You just would love to see him do something with the football, make the defender miss and go get the first down. Simply just wasn't able to do it.
Oh my goodness, this shit. That was a dumbass play.
And they make the big fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The handoff keeps working on that clock. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. If they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Lane Kiffin before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at
Look, it's
halftime.
cold in here.
Guys,
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Noles headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. From inside the 10, here he comes. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Got enough for the first. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Snags it and he's open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Going to the run, it's Berry. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Off the play fake on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. For go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football.
Maybe a crease. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Green. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
It's complete on the right side. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for you.
And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Levin. Oh, they're after him. Snared on the outside. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
That is such a nice example of a quarterback.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man in the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Still looking, on the move. The short hands, it's Robinson. Nice pick up there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a...
Unleashes one deep. Got it.
Oh, my God. Deuce. Relax.
I love the patience of this quarterback. Great job letting the play develop, buying a little bit of time. Receiver starts on the left side of the field. He comes all the way across to the right side for the big touchdown catch.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looking for a man. It's Clevin. Unloads it left. Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
That's caught. It's Harris. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll throw on third down. Moving out to the right. He's got him. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires on the move. It's caught. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. And the Tigers go back to work after after moving the chains through the air. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Fires to the end zone. Couldn't make the grab in the end zone, but this flag looks as if it'll be on the defense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Finds his man. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They'll try to pound their way in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Goes to the option. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And as they come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal. But look, worst case scenario, you don't get it here, they're backed up in their own. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Move away from each other. Move away from each other.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. What a grab with one hand. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch at the 20. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket from what's left in this first half. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Fires to the right. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Give to the single back. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Rides to the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first.
Babe,
like I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. To the air, it's Daniels.
Ooh.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it way down the
That
field.
had to be one of the dumbest animations created. Good shit, bro.
He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Running into the open space. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Knowles. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right.
What your mama just said?
Football, we see momentum shifts
leave him alone, right?
All of
When you're not listening.
all of the good juju right
Gotta
now,
say something to y'all again,
it's
it's gonna be a problem.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You locking shit up, bro. You know what you need to do, for real.
Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
Damn.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Quick completion on the out route.
Shit.
The Tigers are facing
You
3rd and
drink,
inches. Motion from the wideout.
Oh my God, way to jump it. Who the y'all that better be playing like that this season too.
Right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
He dropped it.
Fires quickly. He's got enough
Winnie.
for first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself.
Damn, everybody on the team in this shit. Damn.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Hold on. Oh, no.
Wants to adjust the pattern.
Real. You got to make the play if you going to do it. So, coming after you.
To the air on 2nd down. They're working that left side. Touchdown, LSU!
That boy from my city with 850. Y'all gotta fuck with Brill, man. Get that boy that little 99 cent. Yeah. Put my boy that.
That's a virtual textbook there.
There ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays.
Fuck with that boy Brill, man. That's my dog.
Depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And the extra
I'm talking about Brill been like that since he was a Jet. That's a crazy thing. Yes, sir. Him and all his brothers. He got a whole bunch of brothers. That's the crazy part. He got like 4 brothers. All them niggas like that. That's the scary thing. Brill was just the one that made it. You feel me? Pops was a crazy ass athlete too, though. Pops made it to the majors. Baseball. Oh my God, Micah. Oh! DJ Pickett, you suck. That's the easiest pick you can get on this game and you drop it. Oh my God. Better be lucky Malachi Marshall went in the game. Breaking
on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. This time he's got him. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Schools. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Off the play fake. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Rolling right and going deep.
I thought Deuce caught that. I was about to have a fucking stroke.
He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's it back.
Oh my God.
Listen, you gotta throw the football.
I see it. Got it. What we doing in this league?
Defense came up big in a big moment.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So the defense sets him up for that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. Looking for a big gain. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Moving out of the pocket. Throwing on the run.
Why would he stop? Almost just broke his goddamn controller.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding.
I know I'm just trying to make some shit work, though, but goddamn, at least fight for the ball.
And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
Yeah, just playing the field position.
I'm gonna say, bro, why you move, gang? You ain't have to.
Doesn't go into the end zone. That rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about punt.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones
Oh, my God.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard
Who was that? Was that my lineman? That nigga got depleted. Get that guy some milk.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Trying play action. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Third downs are so crucial, and quarterbacks, you want them to be elite with their functioning, be able to go through their progressions, get rid of the football, not take sacks. But they just took a sack. How about the individual effort by that defense, understanding third down and getting to the quarterback?
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He wants
I picked the wrong one.
Incomplete on fourth down.
I ain't gonna lie, EA just hold you. They hold you in the worst way. But I ain't gonna lie. That's the lays on any other spot, boy. Ain't no way.
Left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Ashland, if you don't hit like this in the first game, brother, me and you is going to have some problems.
In this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I thought that nigga caught that behind his back.
Defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football.
I ain't gonna lie, it looked like he had that motherfucker in his hand, son. I'm like,
Try to get my guy over.
They bring an extra DB onto the field as they try to stop.
Real stop.
And he reels it in.
That's a pick. I'm sorry, EA holding. Cause that's a pick, though. I'm sorry. And that's probably 6. Ain't no way.
They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line.
Take deuce away. That's the jump ball threat. Oh, my God. Stop. Don't throw it.
He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. All
right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive fire.
Weeks don't even play.
Here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT finally in the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Here's Durham one more time.
I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. I want to see you back on offense because I'm trying to learn these fucking adjustments. And I do not know how to kick field goals. So.
And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point.
Oh my God!
And force the football.
Why is this shit so fast? That's exactly what happened. You know. Fuck! What? You know what? I should have just went for it.
Still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
It's Jesus Christ.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The give out of the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of contact on that first down.
Yeah.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like I can work the whole field. And here coming up on third down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
Under fire. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that evolve so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and
Mm-hmm.